What is up, family? How are you guys doing? Saeed here. So I would like to present now I just want to talk about, check this out, finally 35th anniversary GLI has arrived. This is the pure gray, okay? This is the Mark 7, so 7th generation Jetta. So I'd like to say that they've gone back to the roots. If you know, for those the people that are a little bit more familiar with Volkswagen, when the Jetta first came out, the Mark 1, right, it was literally a GTI or a Golf with a trunk. Literally, like, go back, like literally pause the video, go back, search up Mark 1 Jetta. It's literally gonna look like a Golf with the trunk, just like added onto it. But of course, years have gone by. They've done an awesome job. Sits now on an MQB platform, which Golfs, Atlases, T1s, and missing one, oh well, of course the Jettas, are now sitting and sharing the same platform, MQB, right? So it's awesome. I mean, they, you know, in my opinion, they've done an awesome job with it. The cool part is now it's got back to its roots. You know, just circling back, it's going back to its roots. That right there, it's that right there with a trunk. Same engine, E8 888, right? That you find on the GTIs. I cannot wait to see a tune out of this thing. It is available with the 6-speed manual and a 7-speed DSG, just like our GTIs. This one right here happens to be a 6-speed manual. So for Volkswagen, the manual transmissions have not died yet, which is a really good sign. Hopefully they do not go away. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty nice. Really well put together. Check this out right here. GLI 35th anniversary. Also the floor mats, which are in the trunk. But you know, I like to say that all the GLIs are gonna be, we do have we're gonna have 3 different trim levels on the GLI, opposed to the GTI, which comes in well, I guess it's essentially 3 trim levels as well. But this one we're gonna have the S, then we're gonna have the 35th, which is this one here, and the Autobahn version. So you know, I like to say that all trims, of course, you know, is gonna come with the Volkswagen 6-year 72,000 mile warranty, which is standard on anything 18 and up. All right, so keep in mind 228 horsepower, 258 torque, like I said, just like the GTI, right? So it is gonna have same thing, 6-speed or the 7-speed DSG. You're gonna have the 18-inch wheels, all right, on all trim levels. You're also gonna have the VAQ from slip diff. Oh, I almost got run over back here. Yeah, so the front diff lock. So in easier terms, you should be able to do burnout with both wheels. All right. So of course, LED tail lights. Right. This one has got the nice little accents on it, such as the wing, really nice, subtle. The black roof. Black side view mirror, so it breaks it up a little bit. Of course, it's piano black color. There's this part right here, there is also piano black, and then piano black down there in the fins, and then you have the little fins at the bottom of the bumper, right? Pretty cool. Red stripe on there, breaks it up a little bit. So yeah, all of them also are going to have the 10 color customizable ambient lighting for the interior with the full wheel as well, lighting at least. Yeah, other than that, you know, brakes are apart from the Jetta, the bumpers, cuss plates, the rear bumper as well. This one actually has exhaust, actual exhaust, dual pipes coming out. So yeah, I mean, other than that, you know, it comes with the stuff you would see in any other Volkswagen, you know, the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, digital display for the MFI, right, which is in here. Then of course, it's gonna look familiar, all in here. Now check this out. It's gonna have the nice carbon fiber look to it all over. I'm gonna start it up right quick. So neutral, of course, for my guys out there, I like detail, right? Push to start. It's a little bit out here. So same thing, you're gonna have your different drivers. So you can of course change the name. Excuse me. And I know you can barely see it, but check this out. It's just the little details that Volkswagen brings. There you go. It's a little light down there, part of the whole thing. Okay. I think it's just AM, FM, but still Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. And that's where you can change your settings. So it's pretty similar. I mean, it's nothing too crazy where you're gonna jump in the car and you're like, oh, I don't know where anything or everything is. USB down here, right? But, and this is the seating. This is the cloth interior, and of course with the red stitching. But I like it. It's, you know, it's that nice sport cloth. The seats are bolstered. Gives you the nice feeling it's gonna hug you, especially around corners or something like that, or just regular driving, you know, for everyday traffic. It's a nice seat, you know. It feels really plush. Feels really plush. So you know, I cannot complain. The cool part is dual climate control, but even though they're cloth, they're also heated. So high, medium, low, and off as well. Of course, you have your assist systems, blind spot monitors. So I just turn it on and off, but cool part is it looks like it's flickering. It's just coming on solid, turning on and off. Yeah, automatic headlights. You're gonna have also the GLI. So once again, this is the 35th trim level of the GLI. So it's gonna have everything that says 35th on both sides. Let me show you the trunk right quick. But I mean, you can hear it. I mean, it's gonna be nice and quiet inside, but literally GTI. Oh my goodness. Let's go here right quick. Oops. Might be able to unlock it. There you go. So once again, this is the pure gray color. And plenty of space. So front wheel drive, right? Just like the GTIs. But now check this out. Here's a cool thing. So if this is MQB, now this is in the MQB platform. We have the GTI, which is Golf. The GTI is front wheel drive. But then again, think about it. We have the Golf R, which is an all-wheel drive version, right? Near 300 horsepower, 280 torque, all-wheel drive. Wouldn't it be fun? And let you know, just put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Would you drive an all-wheel drive, basically like an R version of the Jetta? Not to compete. Well, you know, here's like where Volkswagen, I'm pretty sure, is never gonna come out with one. You never know. But we would be stepping on our own toes because Volkswagen owns Audi, and Audi has the S3, now the RS3. But this would literally compete with the S3. Keep in mind our Golf Rs, I think they're MSRP somewhere around 40 to 42, right? So somewhat similar version of this, if it came out in a Golf or Jetta R version, it's still going to be cheaper than the S3. I mean, let me know what you think. It'll be something, you know, cool to think about there. So here you go. Oh, it came in shipping. They probably had the tow hook there. That's pretty funny. So GLI 35th anniversary floor mats for the front. And you have your GLI for the rears. And I know somebody's probably gonna ask, did it have a spare tire? Oh, yes, it does. I love the fact that the whole car is actually, you know, the pure gray when you open up the interior here. So same thing, you can still fold down the seats forward like so, and then just 40/60 split. I mean, in my opinion, once again, it was a long time coming. I saw pictures of a GLI, I want to say probably a couple months back. I mean, it looked exactly the same. I think it was a different color. It might have been like a black one or something. But you know, it's not too far off from what probably looked like just like the prototype version or whatnot. So also this one is gonna have the rear diffusers. So just to kind of compare with this, right, I just kind of, since we have the GTI here, which one you like better? I really like the GLI's one. It's got the 3 little fins on there versus the GTI, which has only got the kind of like a honeycomb look to it. Another cool part that I think this is different, right? It's got the nice shiny, almost like a pearl metallic color on the actual wheels. I'm not sure if I've seen any other Volkswagen ever that has had that type of, you know, metal flake to it on the wheels. Put it in the comments. I might be wrong. Just off the top of my head, I don't think so. Unless you maybe want to compare it to like the right here, like the Atlas R line, but I think that's just like a flat gray color to those wheels. But once again, I might be wrong. You know, other than that, here, right, 2019 35th, pure gray, all the options, you see it on there. You might want to pause the video. I mean, you have the all the options or specs. It should be available online anywhere, but this one is MSRP'd at $28,500, of course, before any, you know, I'm pretty sure every dealership has got their own little dealer install options on there, you know, like window tint, whatever they do to the cars. But that's, I think, from dealership to dealership. So, you know, I just don't want to get into that. But, you know, just, you know, would like to talk about the GLI here. You know, we're really excited. If I'm not mistaken, they actually dropped off right there. That's also 35th in pure white. So, I mean, they're gonna go. I think that one is the DSG. This one, once again, the 6-speed stick shift. I have not driven it yet. Have yet to drive it out. Although, I mean, I don't want to say that they're probably gonna feel the same. The GTS now have the 7 DSG, right? 7-speed DSG. This also gonna have the 7-speed DSG. I had the Mark 7 GTI, right? This is just in my opinion. I had the Mark 7, literally was just like that, but it was the sport version. Mine was the DSG. I've never owned a DSG or any automatic car until I had my Mark 7 GTI. There was something, whenever you put it into sport mode on my old Mark 7, I noticed that the RPMs, I mean, granted, it's doing what it's supposed to. It's holding the the gearing really high, right, in the RPMs, and it would hold it. So I guess, I mean, it's a normal thing, and it was kind of like a love-hate relationship with, at least with me, because it sounded like, you know, it sounded like the engine was just like, and it would hold it, you know. I do want to say that now on this ones, I'm pretty sure it's maybe going to be the same thing on this ones with the DSG. When you're in sport mode, it's not as aggressive, right? It's not as aggressive to where it would like hold it somewhere around, I want to say 3 grand at the RPMs, or maybe 3,500 before it went into the other gear. These ones are actually, even when you put it in sport mode, it's going to be a little bit more relaxed than the previous 6-speed DSG. So now, you know, I drove one of these guys with the DSG, and I was like, that's odd. I mean, then again, I drove the other one almost 2 years, so something you got used to. But, you know, then again, it's like, huh, do I like it? Do I not like it? I mean, test out the cars. A lot of people love it. The DSG comes down from some of our other lineups, you know, or I'm sorry, some of our other brands that Volkswagen owns, such as Audi, Porsche, and maybe, I want to say maybe even Lambo, that have the 7-speed DSGs. But, you know, it's something pretty nice to have. You get used to. I mean, we have a ton of traffic here. I don't mind driving a stick shift. It's one of my babies right there, Mark 1, right? It's all stick shift, but yeah, I mean, it's some people prefer the DSG. Yeah, it's quicker. I'm a manual diehard, but until I owned my GTI, I was like, holy cow. I don't care, and I'm gonna turn this. I don't care who you are. No one is gonna shift as fast as the DSGs. So, granted, some people say that the stick shift is more fun. I mean, yeah, you're a little bit more involved. Now that I do not own my GTI anymore, and I'm back to all stick shift vehicles, I kind of miss it. It's the funniest thing. It's like, I kind of miss it because it's quick. You don't even have to, you know, just drop down like 2 gears with no problem. Not saying that you cannot do it on a, oh, hello, just jumping in. Not saying that you cannot do it on a stick shift, but it was a little bit more, I don't know, quicker. I'd like to say that. Now let me show you this. Right, it's probably going to be filthy. I literally just grabbed it as soon as they just peel everything out. So there you go, just to show that I'm not lying. GTI engine, if I'm not mistaken, IS20 turbo. So you open the hood on this, you open the hood on that, same thing. Once again, I have not driven it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to perform the same. Once again, they upped it up now to 228 horsepower, same torque, 258. We were joking around, you know, around the shop, but if we just go ahead and tune one, but of course not, you know, it's probably going to break something, because the tunes are for those guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure some of these other companies are trying to get their hands on them. If I'm not mistaken, I've seen they did just a regular Jetta for SEMA, and it looked pretty cool. I mean, all this everything was basically concept. They had like different stuff on the front side. I think one of them looked like a wide body suspension. I mean, it looked pretty dope. I mean, so now with this guys, I mean, you know, I mean, that right there, I'm pretty sure we could fit. And I'm not, you know, just any Unitronic, Forge, APR, whatever. I'm pretty sure it would just fit right in. Intakes, downpipes, well, then again, probably a bit longer, but anything that's available for the GTIs, I'm pretty sure might fit. Like, I mean, literally all of this that I had on my GTI that I put in my Atlas, like the covers looks literally the same. The cover for that, the little caps, you know, the little caps up there. So same thing, oil filter and the housing right there. So yeah, I mean, it's exciting. I mean, I traded out my GTI. I don't have it anymore, but you know, I'm like, I don't even know what I want next. I wanted to go back to an Audi, you know, just to get the Quattro, but this thing's came out, 6-year warranty, and this is just me. This, you know, keep cars for a long time, otherwise trade them up, but 6-year warranty is a no-brainer for me, and especially I drive a ton of miles, so that would keep me at least for, you know, 72,000 miles. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be you know, pretty thing to see. I'm not sure if this ones have any kind of deposits, and you know, I'm not trying to be a salesman here, but I haven't heard that they have, or we don't have any deposits for these guys, just because we did not know when they were gonna start shipping out and be here. So I didn't want to make a video until we actually had it here, you know, here in front of me. So once again, I mean, we just happen to have a DSG, which is the white one over there, and then this stick shift. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty exciting, especially for the people that load their GTI but now have a family. You have a lot of more space. Not saying that you don't have space in the, you know, back of a GTI, but you definitely gain all that space in the trunk. And here looks a little bit similar, right? But yeah, let me know what you think. What do you think about the GLI? Like I said, pretty awesome job in my opinion, right? This one does not have it, but I know the Autobahn is going to have the all digital cockpit on there. Maybe the, if I'm not mistaken, the bigger touchscreen. This one is the 6.5. So yeah, I mean, pretty awesome job in my opinion. Cannot wait to see some of these even lowered or modified or tuned. I'm pretty sure they're gonna, I mean, those things are stealthy if you don't know what they are, or you know, it's probably just a Golf or something till it blows your doors out, you know. But yeah, I mean, there you have it, guys. So thank you for tuning in. Just wanted a quick review, right? I know I didn't go over the features as far as, like, you know, blind spot, you know, etc., what comes with what, because I've mentioned it. I mean, usually if a loaded out Volkswagen has it, this one is going to be pretty similar, or any other Volkswagens. I've done a review on the Arteon. It's not even out yet, but similar options. Did the review, just like a quick walkthrough on the T1 Black R-Line Black Edition, and it was, I mean, it's similar. I know that one had the digital cockpit, so it's going to have that same thing. But yeah, guys, so once again, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, make sure to hit that notification bell for whenever I upload more stuff, and see you guys.